All right. Ooh. Run. Get off it. Oh my god. I know that I did. Well, yeah. This is a weird spot. Okay. Bro, did you just lose the axe? I just lost the axe. He dropped the axe because of the stumble. Welcome back to Project Zomboid. Major pain kicking back in. Last time we pretty much, well, this is literally the next day in our house in Louisville, enjoying life and the scenes that come along with living in Louisville. As a quick recap for those of you who have not been following along, we're 266 kills. This is day 10 basically complete after what, 3 hours, and life is good. The house, oh man, this house is amazing right here on Bourbon Way. If you're following along or trying to catch up, please note that is not our home anymore. I need to put it here, and I need to delete that. But we did stay there for one night, so maybe we should keep it. I did a little bit of organizing, got everything out of the van, and moved things around. So what are we doing to get started? I want to be very clear. I'm not safe. Not just yet. When I say not safe, I don't control access to the environment, and that messes with me. I usually play with zombie respawning turned off, right? So it allows me to know if I clear an area, I can feel really good and happy about that. With the zombie respawning turned on, you need to be able to control access. And I'm currently not controlling access to this facility, our home, our base, where we'll be growing. I'm not growing anything, let me back up. Where we'll be storing all of our stuff and surviving for the long term. I'm trying to decide what my absolute long term is for this save, similar to Aiden's save. Aiden's still alive. Like, we can load up a save anytime we want to and just continue along, which we're not going to do obviously, but I just want to like point that out. So with major pain here, making it into Louisville was of course a goal. Setting him up to a point where I can say we feel good about his life is another piece of it, right? And the way to do that is making us feel secure. So the best way to do that is block this off here, block this off here. And how do we manage that? Of course, you can use a standard fence. So fence with logs and rags were probably the easiest ones, right? But that's not major pain. That's not pain. What we're actually going to do is standard wall. We're gonna use a brick wall method, which means we got to build some bricks. So today, or at least playing along, we're gonna do a little bit of exploring in Louisville here, start getting more gear, more tools, more things, and keep our eyes out for clay. Always clay. Anyway, so that's the intro. Strap in, get settled, and see how it goes. Hello PRMR, I see you there. You know what, I feel like I should bring food along with me. Makes me think of Dominic. Bill forever, but yes. So the other thing that this save is still messing me with is we threw a bomb, and that bomb did not work out well for us. We ended up wasting it because he completely whiffed it, and I'm still upset about that. So I need to redeem myself, and in order to do that, I essentially need to make another pipe bomb, and that's going to be a thing too. Yeah. Need much more. What else? Vegetable. Why did you grab the olive? Look, man. Brussels sprouts. And we have our meal ready to go with us. Yes, maybe. Tomato. Do an explosion worthy of clip. I mean, when we're ready to like take something interesting out of that, we will, but we're not ready to start doing those type of clips yet. I mean, I can do the last one, I guess. Ooh, I've got cilantro and thyme on me from when I was moving things around last time. Hang on one second. Put those in the refrigerator and go from there. Like the explosion man in Naruto. Data? I can see what you mean by that. That's fair. Okay, so because I need to keep my eyes out for clay, we'll be foraging for stone specifically. What? Those are just reading glasses. I've already learned that prescription reading glasses are a no-go, so keep moving. regular stones, yay, but I need clay. So what are you gonna do there? Zombie migration is going to happen commonly, so we got to keep an eye out for that as well. And we need to do some exploration. So we will start by heading down this direction. Or actually, maybe I leave it up to you guys. Maybe I will walk up the road a bit. Oh, I remember I did not clear out this house of zombies, so it's very possible that there is a gaggle of zombies on this fence just waiting for me to walk by and eat my guts. Looking at it, my sneak skill is going up, and it's going up well, so that means there are a fair amount of zombies around somewhere, but I can't see them. Okay. All right, well, let's see how it goes tonight, man. I mean, you tell me. Mara, how was your day? My day was very busy. I spent a fair amount of it running around, entertaining my children and letting them have their play date with their friends. I do not like the engineer's search radius for foraging. It's so much smaller than what I'm used to. There is a car key, but not major pain training. I mean, if you're gonna let me get a brand new car, I will take it. I'd love to get my axe skill up. Try to get you without doing all that. There you go. That sounds nice. Busy, but nice indeed. Open trunk. Why is there another vehicle's keys in here? It's weird. No gas? No gas. Be nice to have some beater vehicles to work with, so that way there's a lug wrench. I don't think I have a lug wrench. You know what? I should collect items that will go well with, you know, our maintenance setup, so we can always keep our stuff well maintained. Was I seen or heard? No. What's up, dude? Are you the only one here? I certainly hope so. Got him? No, I didn't. There you go. It got weird. I'll take the digital watch so we can get that going. Nothing. Spoon. Ma. Vinegar. No. Pizza cutter. No. 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 Everything's bad. My day was good. Hang on. I'll look at your stuff in a second. I'm also trying to do most house things. Took my kitten Minnie on a walk aside while I watched him. So you took the cat with you while you did. Oh my goodness! No, no, no. Move. And snap. Are we screwed? Scratch and scratch. Okay. Ah! And that happened. I think I'm missing things. Luckily for me, my lumberjack shirt took the bulk of that. Oh. Can I swing? I can swing a lot. Because he does not let you chill. No, no chill whatsoever. That was almost run ending, by the way, so that's always fun. Grab that digital watch. Can't tear those. Rip this shirt. Good. All right. And I mean, there's no reason for me to use dirty stuff. I can just run back to the house. We're right next to the house. And it's not a big deal. I mean, I'm not happy about what just happened, but it's not a big deal. I say that. You know what? We talked about this. If you're infected, your body temperature will steadily go up, right? Of course, walking around fighting will do those things too, but it's about, you know, whatever that core temperature set is. Blah. And every scratch during apocalypse settings can cause us to be infected. So it's gonna suck if we are over ridiculousness. All I can do is wait and find out, though. Prescription glasses, reading specifically, which sucks. All right. How's my health? I'm not bleeding out or anything like that. It's just a base scratch, but still, it is annoying. And I don't know why I was shoving instead of running. I guess it's just been a while, right? Anyway, sink, wash the rag, and we wash the other rag. We'll come over here and disinfect. There you go. And then put on the regular rag. There you go. There you go. Take a look at our set. I'm going to grab some bandages because I clearly wasn't carrying any. So that could have been worse than what it was. All right, but now that I have bandages, I'll put that in there. And we're all set. You need a good fun run tonight. Yes, I do. These things happen. It is what it is. So, I don't like it. And again, in apocalypse settings, even a scratch can be a death sentence. Yes, it's a chance, a very small chance, but still, you know, could this be it? There's always a question that you have to ask yourself, right? That's what it is. All right, but the curse of Sunday could be here now. You guys know how Sundays used to be for us. It's been a while since we've had a Sunday that's killed a character. This might be it. This might be it. Not gonna worry about it too much. Back to it for now. Still working on my foraging skill. By the way, my foraging skill is currently level 6, working on level 7. So you guys know how I feel about foraging. It is infinitely better to use than not, no matter what your character build is. That way. More no, I mean, yes, curse of Sunday, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, we're not gonna focus on it right now and be like, oh my god, is it over? Let's hope that it's not and do what we can. That's a big group though. And this has a fishing dock. Look at that. I'm actually kind of mad because I feel like I should have been able to see the zombie coming out of that door. So just a little mad. His hands are red. That is insulation. Sorry. Skin temperature is what we should be looking at. Good. All right, so we just got sneak level up, which is nice. How many did I get? Just the 2. Peeling them. Hello, how are you? Cool. Fall over and she died. Good stuff. To finish it off, I don't see anything that stands out here for things to grab, so let's keep moving. Got the 2. Take them as you can handle them. It looks like I need to replace one of my bandages. Reduce possibility of infection. Alright, go down, bro. He's down. Let's go ahead and remove this bandage. Luckily for me, you can do that while moving. Then put on regular bandage. Perfect. Keep working. Don't worry about, you know, the colors being changed. It's just because we are, again, fighting, right? We're good? Perfect. We're going to pick a B-Day for Major Pain. That's a good question. When should his birthday be? Let's say random number, December 22nd in game. So call it, record it, whatever. On December 22nd in game, that will be Major Pain's birthday. I'm feeling pretty good about the situation. I don't think I'm infected. His overall temperature, it seems like it's holding pretty well, other than being drowsy, which is odd. Oh, that's right. He keeps waking up from ridiculousness at night. I'm scared. I admit, you know, you gotta make it the month in Project Zomboid to have that reduction in stress and all those things. So keep me honest. So if you do write that down, you know, we have to remember December 22nd is his birthday. If I forget, please remind me. I'll do my best not to forget. I'll even make my own reminder later. Oh, well. Good, good. That's good. I'm stepping on him. There you go. There you go. Worked it. I need to buy this. A replacement shirt and undershirt. I know I have holes in my gear now, which is unfortunate. Perfect, perfect. Don't stumble. There you go. Good night. Good night. Our zombies filling in. That sucks. My kitten by mistake scratched my middle finger, and that's been annoying me every cleaning day. Yeah, I get that. Cleaning scratch can be annoying for sure. I'm trying to figure out why this dude is so drowsy though. I don't remember if he woke up from a nightmare or if he slept all day. Being this tired sucks. It messes with everything. Tired messes with your foraging. Light-footed went up. Look at that. I'm just banging out skills, aren't I? Yeah. This fitness could be better, right? Good. If I ever used something like this, like a dock, I would want to make like a door behind me. I'm sorry. I have muted it because I sneezed. Alright, yes. So, anyway, that's messed up. No, I was trying to say that this area here has zombies pouring in from the side, and that's what I mean by, you know, needing to break or wall these off as soon as possible for our house, because obviously zombies can just migrate from the backside. So as you're thinking about securing your front, your rear ends up being the way that you die. That said, the best time to collect clay is during rain or near shorelines that have sand. So that's what we need to do. Eat real quick. It's a good spot. Major here loves eating a salad with his spoon. Do we need to purify water? No, at the moment, water's fine. Water's still turned on, electricity still turned on, which is actually great for us. Pottery Volume 1. What level is my pottery skill? It's only level 1. I'm going to take that book and read that book. I'm going to take woodcraft as well and go from there. Audio's overall good. Thank you. I don't hear any zombies, but we're still going to be cautious. We'll take a seat here on the bed. It's a good place to catch our breath at. Second floor, blah, etc. Notebook, firecrackers. I think firecrackers can be a replacement to something. I feel like it is, but it looks like no. Hang on. Hang on. No. It's considered an explosive, so I feel like I can just throw it and see what happens, and we're gonna test that here in a second. So, nothing here. I've never actually found firecrackers in game, so love that. I can just find firecrackers in game. Plunger, dead mouse, hilarious. That's actually the second dead mouse I found in this house, so y'all need to like do something about your cleanliness level. Paperback, no. Do what? No. We're living a good life. All right. Well, there's no reason for me to keep hiding while walking around, so bath towel, keep dry. No reason to use it at the moment. I'm actually pretty good. I feel okay. I feel okay. I'll replace some bandages real quick. There you go. Regular bandage. Infected. Disinfect. There you go. Regular bandage. This bandage looks like it's fine, so we're gonna get that back. There you go. And we should be good. Put those away. Make that smaller. Put you away. Grab that lighter. Sweet. Good eye, bro. I really need to work on the buttons I'm clicking, man. What's wrong with me tonight? Clearly not right. Suspension, suspension. Iron bar quarter. Why can't I get a hole? Oh, man. And we're out. Now then, let's see those firecrackers. You see them? You see them? I can't. Nope, that didn't work. Can I put this in the secondary and then light the firecrackers to throw them? Look at that. All right, that was no explosion. It was just sound. And I don't know if you noticed, the dude has no arm. Like, I don't know where those firecrackers landed. It's weird. I'm very concerned about how things get thrown. Oh, it went over the fence. Interesting. So they can be used as a distraction. But if you notice, I did have to use the disposable lighter to light. Oh my god. Okay. Gather in one spot. Yep. We should start going home. All this blood, gore, and viscera that's flying to your backside there is wild that you're still taking shots. I'm just that hurt and tired, clearly. Oh, thank God. I'm gonna have to go back and count how many times I just hit that person. It's wild. And take off the stone search as well. So yeah, I'm going home. After the events of what just occurred, I will say that I feel pretty good about my chances of things. So, yep. that tired is what's really messing with me, though. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Put my alcohol wipes away. Pop into the house. Hello, home. Turn on the lights while we still have lights. Walk into my bathroom. We can wash ourselves. Wait, did I check? I didn't check, but get it there. Take out my bandages to wash as well because they have to come out of your bag in order for that to work. And then wash all again. There you go. All right. So pop into the garage real quick. Garage? 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 So I've been trying to be as organized as possible, so all of my stone and stuff is going to pop into these drawers here. It'll let me do my napping as I see fit when I'm ready to start working on that, and I can start power leveling through things. Garage. First time I heard that word. Heard? I have a trash can right here. Gonna eat my banana while it's still fresh. Did you finish the whole banana? No. This did not wash. I thought when I was sitting at the sink, it said that I could wash all its others. Interesting. So bandages are considered other when you're using the wash. I thought it was part of the weapon tier when interacting with that. Anybody in the backyard that I can see? No? We're good. All right, cool. We will take a rest and just recognize that things could have gone worse. So we'll do some reading, slow down a bit, and go from there. Yay! Anyway, YouTube crew as usual. You can skip this part. So, how does this look at this point? I'm trying to think of the next thing to be. So no matter what, let me back up. This dude is super tired. Like he really needs sleep, like a good night's sleep. He can't get a good night's sleep. It's just struggling. Pottery is what I was thinking about. I need to make pottery objects if I'm going to do it. I need clay. I need lots of clay. So that's 20, 30, plus the actual clay I need to use to make the bricks in the first place, and then the hand press, which I can make already. No, I can't. I need 2 more planks. So if I find some more planks, I can actually get my hand press together, so that way I can do all the clay stuff, and I like that idea. I'm gonna stick... Okay, I'm gonna stick my nettle in here. I'm going to keep it for as long as possible because it does not go bad. I'm going to fill up my water bottle. There you go. Go ahead and get a bowl of food. Brussels sprouts. Maybe the other zombies took that many hits because it was very muscular zombie. I don't know if default Zomboid, as in vanilla apocalypse settings, defaults to where zombies have differences of strength. So that is actual thing. I just don't know if that's in default vanilla or if that's a sandbox option you have to turn on. So yeah, don't wrong, I'm into it if it's a thing, but I'm more thinking that he was tired and in pain, so that just wasn't working out for him. I don't need to be super full. That's enough food. And he should be okay. We read half of the pottery book, so we're good there. I can take a moment and go find a log so we can make the press for pottery. And then the pottery wheel is a whole different ballgame because under pottery, hang on, the pottery wheel requires stone wheels, and that means you need masonry, I think. Wheel, yep, masonry level 2, which I can actually do. Interesting. I just need to get 2 large stones. maybe I take some time to do that. I can just search for stones while I walk. If I see them, I will grab them, or at least one of them. I had not thought of that. All right, so there's one log, and I already have 2 planks. So log mission already accomplished, which is good. What are you? Regular branches we'll still grab, not the broken branches, because that's, I mean, it's decent for carving, but I'm not working on that at the moment. Don't want to get distracted with too many projects. All right, we got our log. We head back to the garage. Is there anything else back here? There are irregular rocks. I don't see any large stones. All right, tear that off real quick. That's the achievement person? Yeah. Absolutely. We're trying to accomplish now. At the moment, we're going to make the pottery hand press. So that way we can be easily enabled to do pottery. Got everything we kind of need. I need to pull out the log that I just picked up. Drop. Then we'll saw it. Get some copper tree experience. Put those planks in here. There you go. And then all I need to do is grab under pottery, operated hand press. So it's 4 of you. And then 4 nails as well. And I have everything else I need. So hand press. I'm gonna build. Ooh, that's a good question. Where would I put pottery stove? It should feel relatively good to have it somewhere, and it needs to be in a lit area just in case. Could stick it like right here, maybe next to the window. Yes, next to the window, man. So that means I'd have to stick all of my pottery stuff up here, and I don't like that idea. I will put it down here. Yep. So we'll stick it right here. All right. Hand press made. So now that the hand press is made, I can press clay bricks, which the reason why you use the clay press versus, we go in here, hand press, crap, is to press clay bricks by hand. It takes 2 minutes and 54 seconds. If you do it with the machine, then that takes 48 seconds. So essentially, you know, cuts it down by 2/3 in terms of time. It doesn't change anything. So if you have nothing but time, fair enough. But if you want to, you know, deal with speed and whatnot for execution, it makes sense to have the hand press. You can basically do all presses by hand, but it's faster to deal with the hand press. All right, go to sleep. So hopefully this sleep on the ground, bro. Sleep. Comfort good with pillow. All right, proper rest and relaxation. Thank you. And we have a fog day. Sucks. I'm also going to point out we are not infected, so that's good to know if you've been following along. At this point, we've seen signs of infection. So cheers. Okay, so we wash all others, and our bandages are set as well. All right, gotta deal with the fog. Can't stand that, but it is what it is. Okay, let's get our food together. We need to, well, first, let me put the book away. That way I'm not carrying the extra weight unnecessarily. Where are you? There you are. I'll put those branches in the right place. A good question. Actually, I want my garage to be where I do all of my like assembly and design stuff and whatnot. So if I'm building anything, any type of creation will come out of the garage. The house is for living spaces and for storage, kinda, but we'll see what that looks like in the future. So this is a great base. I ain't gonna lie. It's probably one of my favorite spots at the moment. The glasses, yes, of course, the glasses have been a godsend for this run now that we have it. At first, we were kind of just living with the pain, but you don't have to live with pain. There's always a solution. Real talk. And also, you know, in game. All right. Leak. Important, separate work from home. I agree. We're good. Does that feel good? 25 hunger. We can do better than that. Add some corn in there and we're all set. Weird salad bowl, but unhappiness, not on our watch. Not on our watch. The dude, if you could see it, has a big old chunk out of his shirt taken though, so that scratch was wild. And I'm not wearing an undershirt. No, there's just 3 holes in it. So my shirts really saved my life here, which essentially means I want to go find new shirts, but I don't like the idea of going off into this type of fog. It's a heavy fog. Let's be honest about it, right? It is a heavy fog. Although I do wonder, does fog count as precipitation in game? Because if it does, then I can find clay. I bet it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's be prepared for anything. Actually, and we're gonna work on the tailoring skill. Is there any shirts in the house or zombies nearby? So I was looking at the zombies, but I put holes in lots of the clothes of the zombies after all the work I've done, so it doesn't make any sense to try to use their clothes. I did not see clothes in the other house, and I didn't really check in ours yet, but you know, one thing at a time. I'm not too super worried about it. All right, no need to be stealthy at our own spot at the moment, but let's go ahead and get back out there. So what did we accomplish yesterday? We saw one house. Do not need a rabbit skull. Rabbit skull gives lots of buff. And no, don't need the poison berries. We're not doing any type of farming, so we won't be using it as fertilizer. We good? We're good. Okay. So we'll eat a 1/4 of this as we go. Look at that. Oh, that's right. So the firecracker situation moved some of those zombies around. And thinking about that, maybe we deal with what we know is in front of us and go from there. Is that a just random jawbone? Yeah, it is. Hey guys, what's up? I would love to show you something. It's called an axe. It's red and sharp and cuts trees. Do you like it? All right, so let's see if I can just get you to fall over. What do you think? All right, in your clothes, you got a 1 hole in your shirt, which is unfortunate. So yeah, I can't do anything with those clothes. At the moment, my favorite weapon is a nightstick. Yes, that's only because I mean it did as well to get us into Louisville. It makes sense for it to be our favorite, right? All right, so our next issue is I don't know where all those zombies went that, you know, I threw the firecracker for, but they're probably around that way. But I do want to check out this other house. And like you said, maybe one of these houses gives us access to new clothes that I don't have to take off a zombie. So, yeah. That's interesting. There's a zombie inside. Ooh, can you come out so you can trigger the threshold cross? Yeah. So there are a handful of different types of alarms in game, right? One of them is when you open a door or window, the moment you jump through, the alarm will trigger. There's the obvious, you broke the door or window and the alarm triggers. These houses feel like alarm trigger would be a thing, right? So I just wanted to make sure. Once the zombie crosses the threshold, you know, that's a non-issue anymore. Hello. Hello. One shot. I hear lots of things happening around this house. This house is screwed. All right, hang on. Done. All right. Who else? Upstairs? Let me circle around back. I don't like the idea of getting trapped in here to fight. If it gets wild or it looks crazy, we'll run. There's a fair amount of zombies over that direction, I see. Oh, try to keep your stamina. It's not a big deal. Did you bust out that window? No, the window's good. Ma'am, what are you doing out here? There you go. Tina! Anything else? Okay, so I am satisfied with what just happened. There's a handful of zombies over there. God, you gotta get used to playing with apocalypse mode. There's always zombies around. Okay, so zombies on this side of the house, it looks like. Anybody in here? Always check. Oh man. Turn that on so I can see. No zombies in the garage, which is good. I got a deep freezer. Mechanics level 2, not working. Hacksaw, nothing. All right, hang on. So this is how you do this. When you're not sure if there's a zombie waiting to chomp you going up the stairs, what do? You run up the stairs. There you go. Door number 1. Door number 2. Door number 3. See one on number 4. It looks like it. No? We're good? We're good. Running helps. Yes, in the sense that, you know, a zombie can't grab you when you run. So you'll like truck them, if that makes any sense. You'll knock into them and whatnot. There's a chance of you falling, but they can't grab you either. So there's always that. So you get a little bit of time to react and potentially fight. That's the point. Wonder what the note says. They never are written, so it's kind of one of those things you get to say something about it, but nothing's ever written on the notes when you find them. If you're playing a multiplayer, other players can write notes and then you read those notes, which is a great piece of storytelling, and that's usually how I prefer to play when I'm in multiplayer servers. I will typically not, jump in voice or anything like that. So that way there's not a Discord that everybody's like, yeah, no. I prefer to actually, have the in-game pieces. And there's a in-game chat feature with utilizing the walkie-talkies, so people can hear you from a distance. So, yep. There is a window busted. Okay, so I was right to say they busted that window. Pancake mix, flour, our first set. Oh, we're getting so close to being able to make bread. Got orange, pickle, crackers, nothing else. Rolling pin. I have one at the house, and they don't go down when you use them in for cooking items. So in terms of condition, so I'm satisfied with that. Will not grab it. Another cooking pot does kind of make sense, so I'll grab that. And I think we are good. Bread is heaven. Bread is nice. Bread will do wonders for you. Let's eat the rest of our salad bowl at 10:10. Just gotta know how to manage your resources, guys. Look at that walk. Hi. 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 Oh, dude. That's supposed to look good. What's that? Keep it moving. Okay, where am I at now? I have found not so rich neighborhood. Makes sense. Mansion way versus the middle class side of the house. You guys get to be close to each other. It's always good to mix classes. There are two reasons why you do that, by the way. Manage the property tax areas. That way, you know, rich people aren't spending a whole bunch of money on property taxes because all their land is super rich next to each other. And to, what is it? The voter jurisdictions. Lots of political aspects and financial aspects that come along with why neighborhoods are built the way they are. Grab that. I hear a zombie. I don't see it. It's right here. The game says it's right here. He can see it, which is why he's like nervous. Let's get that. Good? We're good. Okay. How much further up this road do I want to go? Look at that. Okay. It's not bad. I can handle that. We have an orange. My bag is almost full. So do we turn around and start using the car? So my problem with the car situation is I don't want to lose my vehicle running down zombies. But driving in Louisville is just a bad idea if you're going to loot a specific area, right? Because you're going to attract zombies to yourself. So unless you can handle that large group that you're about to fight, it doesn't make sense to drive around. And at the moment, I cannot handle the large groups. Oh, that's a new red shirt. I could use it. Can I just kill you with my axe and then knock the other one over and stomp on their face? I'd love for that to work. What do you think? I just see one hole on the wrist potentially. Ooh, you moving fast, lady. All right, so this group became bigger than I thought. You haven't noticed? I've been trying to avoid Finch cheese on this series. Like, I will use it if I have to. Which this, the moment I say that, I feel like I need to. But I've been trying to avoid using it too often. I feel like Agent saved because we had so many zombies when Build 42 first came out. You had to do it, but... Ooh, ooh. Run. Get off it. Oh my god. I know that I did. This is a weird spot. Okay. Bro. Did you just lose the axe? I just lost the axe. He dropped the axe because of the stumble. Okay. Stupid rich zombies. There's some in here I haven't done anything to yet. That's not good. That's not good. I'm tired. Push. Alright. Got that. Got it. right, Louisville. All right, Louisville. Thank you for getting rid of the fog at least. Where's my axe? Stupid. I shouldn't talk about myself that way, but I don't feel like that was a stumble drop your axe situation. Come on, man. We'll sharpen it when we get home. Yes, we can sharpen it. All right, so that was dangerous. I think that's the word I'm gonna use. Dangerous. Okay. For the moment, I don't like the idea of dealing with it. I just had to deal with it. So, like I said, we're walking back. We're walking back. He's a little tired, a little bit of pain. Let's take a look around. It's just muscle strain, so nothing crazy. Oh man, we are. So here's my next problem. As weight starts to drop, I'm gonna have to reset his weight loss, right? Which essentially means I need to start filling the refrigerator, get higher calorie items, etc. And I'm not ready for that. Like, I'm just not. There are 3 major things I can do. Obviously, I can go find grocery stores, etc., and start looting those things so I can have a collection of food, high calorie food available to us. The other thing I can do obviously is to dive deeper into foraging so that way I can get the items that I like to use. But as an engineer, he's not good at foraging specifically for food. He's good at finding trash and other items that can be used for engineer stuff. So it's kind of annoying. But we are back home. As usual, the very least we can say we are alive. All right. Let's put our branches away. I still haven't done that. There you go. Grab you. One of these numbers. Sharpen. Sharpen the hatchet. Interesting. Cannot sharpen my axe. For now. Also interesting. Oh, what? Why? What is happening? Hang on. Masonry versus napping. Napping I could use. Oh, I see. So I need a chisel. I know I need at least one of those, and that takes 2 flint. Okay. So chisel has been acquired. That chisel, why did I need it? Don't remember, but I do know I need it. So let's take a look at all the things I can use. Chisels, of course. Oh, the stone wheel. That's why. All right. So now the only other thing I need to do is find those large rocks. Ah. Okay. The great part about this game and the worst part of this game. The more you remember, you're like, yeah, I know I need this and this and this and this and this. You're always on the lookout for things, but the problem sometimes is trying to keep track of everything. Like, I can acknowledge that. Okay, let's take a seat while we do some work. We'll disassemble watches just to let him catch his breath, right? There you go. We will not. There is one more disassemble watch. My bad. And we've got electronic scratch. I don't remember where I put my electronic stuff. I was working on. Oh, I see it over there. Okay. The unending list of things to do until you're living in luxury. Indeed. So I put my electronic scraps over here and place item, and that's gonna get unruly real quick, but doing it for now. My pot can go away. And let's put stuff up. I'm gonna keep the orange with us for now. Pancake mix. So with pancake mix, you can obviously make pancakes, but I think pancakes are an easy, so pancakes, prepare pancakes. They're an easy high calorie item to make. You just need water and a bowl with the spoon, right? And I have 3 mixes in here that are relatively full. Berries can go on top of them as well, etc. So they're a nice item to have. So we will lean into that a little bit later. For now, oh wait, let me walk indoors and then let's just give a quick check. Pull up our map. Let's start acknowledging things, right? We have done some work in the area already, and we just need to be clear so that way the next time we come back, we don't have to do something again. For example, we've already hit these houses, so there's no reason to go on them again. House taken care of. We did not work out this way, so fair enough. And I started kind of walking into this neighborhood. Well, no, we were just we didn't really get that far. Let's just be honest about it, right? So have we actually, accomplished anything? Have we gotten clay? No. Have we built, our wall structures? No. And I want to do it with bricks, but maybe that's just not the best way to go about it. Maybe I'm being stubborn and I should be practical first before doing all the other extra stuff. But the reality is, again, the best way to acquire certain things is to wait for the rain. So what's that? Broccoli. Gotta love just a good old head of broccoli sitting there. Let's grab that large stone. We are going to need it. Remember, I need 1. I need 2 total. There's another one down there, so I've already got 2. Oh, that's perfect. I would say instead of looking for berries, though, so we got a couple. Just that I was thinking about the thingy pancakes. We still need higher calorie items because we are used to playing the nutritionist straight. We are used to managing our weight, etc., and that is going to be a commonality here. There you go. All right, stone wheel. Wheel. Can I just search for it? Wheel. There it is. We do a small one. Meow. Done. It's 2 small wheels. I apologize. That fills that. I don't like that at all. Let me drop those on the ground, man. There you go. And then we need 1 more large stone to get the other one. Why are we making small wheels? Because we will be using them for the pottery wheel. So we can make pottery. We can get started on our pottery. That is the plan, at least. We did get broccoli and berries. Those. Didn't realize I had salt on me. Put that away. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Let me eat. Let me cook. Let me put these chickpeas away. There you go. And beans are always nice in game. Bowl. Salad. Squash. Orange. With cilantro to add a little bit of freshness. By the way, that does work. Potatoes. It's basically a potato salad. The corn would be weird, I admit that, but for the purposes of the game, we're going to eat that. And manage our way. Yes, we're calorie deficiting, utilizing just straight salads because he's overweight. But as he starts to come closer to his standard weight, which is 85 kilos, or at least that's the higher end of it, right? We want to start upping his calorie intake so he can manage his weight and stay higher. Now you grab the limestone, we'll leave that there, we'll get the large rock, and then we'll be good to go to start making the pottery wheel, essentially. No, 85 kilos is normal weight in the game, so you won't be overweight once you hit 85. All right, big large rock, good to go. We'll get over here to our table, drop it, wheel, and stone wheel. Meow. Done. Then you drop this one too. We can actually, so check this out. Stone wheel, right? Recipe name, required item. Can't do anything with the stone wheel here, but if you go up here, you're going to see the stone wheel as required to recently use. No way. You have to, oh, you can't search it as a build item. Oh, that's annoying. Well, anyway, what I was thinking of was the grind stone needs a stone wheel, which are good for managing your blades, right? So our axe can get better sharpened with this instead of the waystone. The other thing that I was thinking of was, there's another one for flour. It's not wheel, it's mill. There it is, the stone mill, which also needs the same items, right? But the large handle is probably the biggest problem. I can do everything else but the clay, so it'll be a while before I make the snow mill. But we have the pottery wheel. We have everything we need for the pottery wheel. Okay. We only need one stone wheel. Oh, we don't have everything. I am sorry. Let me drop that real quick. We need another plank. Ew. Yeah, I only have one plank. I need 3, so I need another log. I apologize. It's a good place to find a log. I see a couple back there. I'm trying not to use my axe to cut down any trees just yet. We'll be leaving those. Oh my god. You jerks. Look how meaty that. Right in my backyard. That's what I was talking about before. I just got done explaining this. That, you know, with that opening, you'd be thinking, watch your front, you're fine. And the back gets you killed. Gotta really do something about this sooner rather than later. Maybe I use the log walls. Maybe I use the log walls. Yeah, maybe I'm just being stubborn for now. So instead of being stubborn, I can lean into using the log wall first. And then when I'm ready to replace it with bricks. We good? But bodies piling up back here is not fun for anybody. So, pull up the log wall. I need 4 logs and 4 rags. But it will work. Okay. Okay. I think I can make that work because I got rags. Since I've got dead zombies around, I just need to get the logs. And I've killed a bunch of zombies in the immediate area, so this should be okay. I should have some security in this process. So let's grab log number 1. And we will get over here and place it, right? So one. Of course, you should eat, bro. You deserve it. You should treat them good. Life in the zombie apocalypse is hard. Move log. There's another one there and another one there. So this portion of the wall is going to be covered by at least one log wall. Again, there's no reason to be stubborn. We have all the time in the world to customize our base. Everything doesn't have to be perfect right out the back. Yes, he is out of breath. I'm definitely letting him breathe hard. My bad if you hear that, but that is happening currently. Place item, so that's number 2. By the way, I really like this feature of being able to like see an item in game and grab it off the ground just as much as you would do foraging. It does help a lot, you know, from what is it, a realism perspective. Certain items are big enough for you to see, you know. I get that. So thus they should have some type of visualization. That is another log already. The game is like, we'll help you out, so cheers, mate. But he is getting highly exerted. We are carrying a bunch of logs around. That's fair. All right. Then we'll walk over here. We'll drop that. Done. Makes you think of Dinkum. Oh, from random logs. This is a great point. Very good connection to make there. Let him catch his breath before we do the next part. I think it's fair. We are pushing him really hard. He's had a couple near-death moments already. So, my bad, dude. Let's rip those clothes. Yeah, that's only a few. Rip more clothes. Thanks, guys. And we, of course, have the river right here. No reason not to use it. Let's wash other. There you go. And then from that, you get log. Rotate. Can they cross that? All right, so let's find out. I'm gonna do one here, like so. Done. That gives you carpenter experience. I didn't know. And of course, there's another hole there. Of course there is. So I gotta do more than one. That? What is that? You know what? That's twine in the future, and it's still a good experience for foraging purposes. But let's switch to wood for real quick. See if we can find any good logs. Good experience. All right, move on. Think that's it for wood logs over here, though, unfortunately enough. Yeah, I don't visually see any additional ones. Got some large sticks around, right? So a tree branch, yep, and another tree branch, but no more logs on this side. So we got to check the other side for logs. It's even nice. Fancy houses still have a line to dry their clothes. Yeah, you got to remember, I mean, the time, right, of the 90s, early 90s. Yes, electricity is a big deal and everybody has it, but how much do you have? And of course, it's still economical to dry your clothes outside, man. I mean, if you can put up a clothesline, put up the clothesline. Save yourself those extra few $100s a year. Could be put towards movie night with your significant other and sports teams for your kids, etc. It makes sense. Alright, hang on. So, we came over here. Well, those zombies came from over here, so there could be others. I don't see any, which is good. Yeah, let's get our other log wall up. So I've gotten one already. It's 6:30. Okay, so root log. I am gonna push them this time. So there is a good way to do this. It's only a 9 encumbrance. I think I can put that in the bag. But 1, yes, could put it in the bag. 2, and then we'll grab that one, making 3. And that would be all of the logs at that point. Can I put you in like my secondary? Yes, I can. Feel less heavy, but this one's gonna break the bank. In my country, it was more that only laundry places had dryers. Nobody else had it, but they did have washers. Yeah, and that's still, you know, a standard perspective of how much power is generated when you need to create heat. So the way that we do heat in terms of electricity is you essentially consistently recycle that power in a circle. So think about your iron for your clothes, right? When you iron your clothes and you let it heat up, what you're doing is taking power from the outlet. That power circulates through the iron plate that's sitting there, and it consistently spins, thus creating heat. That requires a lot of power, a lot of strain on the power grid in general. So there's a reason why, like at work, for example, you're not allowed to bring in space heaters, because it does require a lot of heat, or a lot of power to heat those things. Therefore, a dryer, basically the same concept, just larger. It's industrial level, basically. Not everybody can have a dryer if the power grid is not stable. So it just kind of depends. For us Westerners and whatnot, I would say overconsumption is the thing. And of course, we love having our own stuff. So I don't have to go to the laundromat because it makes us feel special. Doesn't change anything. So at the end of the day, same problems exist. Sometimes we overlook them. That said, if you're going to still manage your household in terms of power, use less drying, less dryer, and in this case, clothesline. That's just what it comes down to. Log wall swap. Well, yes, you know, they are still fire hazards. Ah, all right, so no zombies coming from this side. Now I just have to find another, is that 8? 1, 2, yeah, I gotta find 8 more logs, but that side is closed off. So at least I can only focus, I just need to focus on one side. Which, do I go ahead and use the condition of my fire axe? I like the fire axe, but maybe it makes sense. I'll sharpen it, see what I get out of it. Not a lot. All right, so it's going to break soon enough. We cut it down. We use the fire axe, start knocking down some trees. So that's 3 there. Just go ahead and save the time. There you go. All right, so 3 logs. Put you away. Drop you there. So I just need 2 more logs. And the question is, do I take them out of my spot? Or, yeah, I don't have any more trees, do I? Not really. There's one good mature tree there, I see, which will give me a lot of logs, and then we'll be good to go. Kind of want to put a door back here, but I think it's unnecessary. So it's not a big deal to have to walk around front to give us that security of zombies not coming from the backside. So let's catch our breath. I think that's fair. Worked him pretty hard. He needs water. Oh, it's raining. No, not now. I need clay. You didn't have to do this to me, game. I do think it persists a little bit the day after in terms of like the chance that comes from it, but it's still annoying. I have to use all of my character's stamina to do that. And that should do us fine. I did find another sapling, which is great. So I'll stick you there real quick. And then I just need to get a few more rags. That's just 1, 2. No, that's 3. Okay, so, but I need 8. Corset. I'm not wearing a corset. It's not my style. I just don't think I have the bust for it. Good, good. Okay, wash them others. All set. And then we put together lock wall. Swap. Number 1. I don't think you've ever worn a corset. Oh. It's the first time for everything, as they say. Come on, it's an acquired taste, and depending on your style and of course the generation, it's not a big deal. I don't think anybody I don't think you're missing out anything for never wearing a corset. Let me just be clear. All right, so the backside is secure for now. Again, I do want to turn that into a brick wall in the future, but for now it's fine. Better be safe and not have a bunch of zombies walk up behind us like that versus not, right? So I appreciate you hanging out while watching me dig my heels in and get some of this work done. Oh man, my clothes? No, my pants are fine. It's just my shirts. Okay, my shirt. All right. What? Okay, we're good. Just dead bodies. Just drink some water. Hey man, you deserve it. We've got our logs. Drop those real quick. Then we'll fill plastic bottle. And let's go ahead and saw log number 1. Saw log number 2. There you go. And we got planks for later when we need them. I did need planks for something though. What did I need? Oh, it's because I wanted to make the pottery wheel. We won't do that right now. The dude is tired, hungry, hurting, etc. We did a whole bunch of work. He deserves a break. Now I've less random zombies. I agree. I have controlled the area in various different ways. So, all right, what can we eat real quick to go to bed and feel comfortable? Let's go ahead and knock out a whole squash. But yeah, just grab that. Are we feeling good? Good. I do need a place where I think I'll be sewing, but we don't have to deal with all that right now. Let's head upstairs, go to bed, acknowledge the work that we have done. We've been successful in various different ways. Sleep it. All right, it is still a rain day, so this is the time for us to go get clay. Let's grab food now. Goodness. Throw these in here. And along with the needle, don't need to keep that with me at the moment. We will immediately just straight eat squash again, because that'll hold us over for the day. That is not the way you would eat a gourd, even if it was cooked like that. Granted, the skin would be cooked through, but I still wouldn't eat it like that. All right, first thing, we're searching for clay. That's not clay. I need clay. Yeah, don't need that. I just need clay. Oh, look at that. Did it clip through? Game. Not fair. That zombie legitimately clipped through that. This is a player-made structure now. I don't know how I feel about that. You too. Alright, somebody tell me what to do to keep zombies from spawning back here. That's just not fair. because if this place where I think my base is supposed to be secure is not secure, or never can be, then it doesn't make any sense to wall off escape options. Alright, see if I can find some clay. Do you believe clay counts as the stone category? And like I said before, the rain is supposed to do it for us. Are there zombies back here? I actually came over here specifically to see if any other zombies were back here, or if that one just spawned / clipped through. So I wanted to validate that. I'm on search focus for stone. Please remember that my foraging skill just isn't very high at the moment, so compared to my other runs when I'd be finding everything in the world and it's just looking great. I'm not a park ranger, 1, and then 2, of course, when we're looking in areas that aren't great for stone, for example, it's just gonna happen. Yeah, it was just the one zombie. I'm gonna say that was probably a glitch. It probably tried to spawn it on the other side and it just clipped through, but we'll see. Oh, look at that. Zombies everywhere, always. Regular stone? Not one that, that's not regular stone. I do need those so I can work on my napping skill. Speaking of napping, let's take a look real quick. Where are we at? Napping, almost level 3. My masonry is almost level 5. I mean, in truth, you know, most of my skills look pretty good. I didn't get any clay. It sucks. Okay, well, I don't know where to go for clay. Let me be clear about that, but I do need it, and there are just too many things that are dependent on clay for me if I want to do pottery skills, for example. I know you can get a pickaxe and find clay deposits, but I've actually never found a clay deposit in game. I just want to put that out there. So again, if anybody knows, let me know and I will go there, assuming it's not literally on the other side of the map. Not Louisville. Like, if it's in Louisville, I'll go to Louisville, but if it's not in Louisville, I found some clay. Stay on the road? Stay on the road. Yes, road, stone, abundance is supposed to be a thing. I know that, but it just hasn't felt that way. Is that potatoes? That's an orange. Take it. That looks like an apple. That's not an apple. I didn't realize jalapenos were tree fruit. It looks like I got some food for me while I'm out here doing some work. So, no concerns there. It is listed as a fruit. Okay, what is that? What is that? That is limestone. I have not gone inside that house yet. I don't really plan to. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. So, when that whole fight situation happened, it is possible when you trip over a fence to lose your glasses, too. Oh, man, that would suck. It's still raining. Yay. There are zombies everywhere still. Yay. Ooh, this neighborhood looks busy. Where are y'all heading? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. You're the only one? Ma'am, ma'am. I do not have time for you. Digital watch though. All right, nice outfit. Yeah, I mean, she was banging. How we doing over here, guys? Can I ask you to disperse? Let me just eat a jalapeno real quick, just to get, you know, some spice in our life before we spice up the road. What do you think? Perfect. Good job, ma'am. Good. Good. Down you go. How's everybody feeling? Feeling good? I hope you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. As we make our way slowly through these zombies. My axe skills are amazing. Not literally, figuratively. We good? We're good. Oh, classic wristwatch. I want more clay. Gabe, give me more clay. By the way, I feel like it makes sense to keep going up this road, checking out the houses as we go, for a few reasons. Because part of me feels like I'm gonna find like another house that's gonna be just as amazing. I'm gonna be forced to think about like, do I want to stay in the house I'm at or move? And or because these houses are expensive, it's always nice to see if they find, you know, some good loot opportunities to spawn. I admit these houses have been boring recently in terms of like stuff, which is kind of a letdown. Is there a handyman store nearby? I don't know. I am in Louisville and I have no idea what's in this particular area. But you remember Raymond said we were on the whole other side of Louisville. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hello. I am popular tonight. Oh, it's the banging from the door. Maybe? Maybe. Maybe? Hi. How you doing? There you go. Good night. Nice hair, by the way. Braids look good. Alright. Axe skill coming up at... No, we're about halfway to level 2 on the axe. Short blend is already almost at level 2. I love that he just fell over. He just gave up. Didn't even try. I just walked into this house not thinking. But we didn't have any alarms go off, so fair enough. Iron bar half. I swear to God, this game is teasing me. I cannot find more iron pipes, so that way I can do my favorite pipe bomb experiments. Actually, now that I say that, I feel like I've been very limited on pipe bomb access. I don't like it. Like, the whole point of playing the engineer was to be able to use bombs. I haven't found, you know, the, was it sparklers? So I can use the air soft can bombs and iron pipes. I only got one so far. So yeah, it's annoying. Let's drink the grape juice. Juice box, juice box. Gotta love that. It did take down my hunger, if you noticed. There's a cheesecloth here, and that's good for pressing, so we'll take it. Yeast, yes. Nothing there. Fruit jam, yes. Zucchini, take. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Taco shell, take it. Yes, yes. There's box wine. All right. You'll notice that it is raining outside again. I am going to take a seat. Let's just catch our breath. It's a good spot because I can see anything and everything coming at us. So, did not go upstairs to check the area just yet. I want to call that out. I'll eat some orange. You'll notice I'm being extremely cautious as we play because, again, I keep having moments. Socks, baseball bat, hoodie. Does the hoodie go over the shirt? I'm gonna put on this tank top comparatively to our current regular shirt, right? I didn't have an undershirt on. No, I had a t-shirt. So you can have a t-shirt and a tank top? I did not know that. Okay. the hoodie. Where? Down. The hoodie goes over the lumberjack shirt, but I do need to replace that particular shirt. Oh, you killed yourself with the shotgun. You opted out. You opted out. Fair enough. You got a lot of guns in here. Brought your rifle and 2 shotguns? Like, this is not opting out. This is overkill. You got to choke on that one, though, so I'm going to take that. You shot yourself in the chest? So I'm going to point out, this t-shirt has 1 hole in it. So, I don't know how I feel about that. But as PR Mar just said, layering, you know, does speak to the things they did. It's good storytelling. It's good storytelling. How to use a generator. Oh, as the engineer, I already know how to do it. Or is my electrical that high? I didn't realize the engineer knows how to use a generator already. I'm not an electrician. I want to call that out real quick. You've already seen me make 1 bob. So the engineer can actually use the generator already. That's awesome. But another good find, because effectively, what, 2nd week in game, we found that how to use a generator magazine. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the luck I've had, and here's a new regular t-shirt. Okay, I'm confused. I have a regular t-shirt, a short sleeve shirt, a tank top on, the layers this man currently has on his person. So I am very unaware of how many layers you could potentially have. But my regular t-shirt is not good. I mean, condition, installation. Oh wait, the regular t-shirt doesn't actually do anything for defense. It's just there. Oh, I never noticed. Insulation. Hang on. I get scratch defense with the hoodie, so we'll rock that. And the lumberjack. So let me point something out real quick. If I bring up health, temperature, protection. There it is. My protection, left foot has 100% protection, but right foot doesn't. What is wrong with my shoes? I've got a hole in my shoe. What is that, bro? All right. Well, long story short, you know, protection details being what they are. Lint in that dryer. Okay, brother. I just feel like I increased my weight and I get a lot out of that. So. That's me when it's cold, yeah. We had 72 out, so in game it's not really cold. Just want to call that out real quick. Okay, back to finding clay. Napping opportunities are good. I am pretty heavy on my bag at the moment. This house was a bus as well, by the way, which kind of sucks. I feel like Blake did something in the beard. That's fair. We do have a beard. It definitely had happened in the morning. I just didn't say anything about it. So you've seen it. Now I have to acknowledge, yes, we have a beard. And I should have shaved, but I was trying to get out here for the clay. Look at that house too. These houses are huge, man. But you guys are good, so I'm just going to leave you alone. There's no reason to chase down zombies that are going to respawn anyway. Now I'm going to point out there's just neighborhoods. There's a lot of people who decide to live together. I'll take that. We're good. Another digital watch. Take that. Dolly was her name I just saw. Were you Dolly's protector? Ooh. There we go. Ooh. you go. Good. All right. Leather jacket, tights, boxers, t-shirt, bad. Reading glasses. Yep, we are nice and moist. All of our clothes are definitely words soaked through at this point. Got a handful of zombies around, but another good-looking house. I'm going straight for the garage. It's not open. There are a handful of zombies here. Hi guys. Ooh, did you see that? Bro, Latanya, your friends watched you as you walked over here to try to get it and did nothing to help. That is wild. I'm telling you, these zombies have no camaraderie. Take that. Resident key. Take that. Good. Key ring. I'm good for the moment. You know, don't take the key ring. Let's see what we get with the keys. I have somebody who sees me and wants to get me. I never knew if the keys will work on garages or not. I know they work on the doors of the house. Were you the one? Nope. I saw what was happening outside. You're like, hey, let me help. Oh, he's gone. Siri. I hear more than one zombie. Like, can you hear the growling? Because I can hear the growling. Oh no. Oh. Oh, sweet. Okay. Whew. I hope it's just the one outdoors. Then there's not more. But it still feels like there's something else happening in this house, and I don't like it, so I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna look at that. This one, well, that's a short fence, so zombies could like fall over it. Yeah, I still don't like that. Although this is much better. Anyway, I'll just walk around here real quick. Hey. Hey. Oh, that was the noise. So him like gyrating his body against the door was making that almost growling noise. That's wild. The new noises in this game, that's weird. You sit here thinking like you're dealing with Predator. No, I hear like a growl still. It's a light murmur, but it's there. Got another generator. Nice. All right. Where is it? All right. Let's. Yep. Can you hear it? There's a zombie. And it's close. Like, it's closer than you might think. So, across the room? Or in that room? Just got to catch our breath real quick. Bathroom zombie. Bathroom zombie. Let's check the bathroom. Not a bathroom zombie. Oh my god. Where is this zombie at? Tell me, how'd you get in the closet? And we have more banging. Oh, goodness, where? I'll tell you, man, this house is cursed. Alright, I get out of here. It's not this one. I'm telling you, man, I'm having so much trouble in this house. Oh, it's like a horror movie. Alright, first one. Go. Were you alone? You got in here into the bathtub, you're like, la 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 la, you about to have yourself a good time in the bathtub, and then you turned into a zombie. Didn't even get to put your feet in. Sorry, bro. Sorry. Ooh, ooh, did you see it? New lumberjack shirt. It's green though, but you know, it was what it is. Alright. Feels like a horror game today. Hey, we're doing all the right things, man. So, you know, one way or another, we're fine. Okay. Well, this house was fun. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So, let's eat the banana. Again, I've never, you know, been up here in Louisville before, so it does feel different to play, and honestly, it doesn't feel like a full Louisville experience. Now, I know that's weird for me to say because I am used to Louisville being hell on earth, and having to fight through that. This kind of feels like playing in West Point, if I'm going to be honest about it. And maybe it's just this area, and later down the line we'll move somewhere else, or you know, have to start dealing with others. But I gotta tell you, it's been interesting. That house is completely burned down. How did y'all burn down that beautiful home? I don't know if it was beautiful. It could have been ugly. That is completely fenced. Look at that, man. They destroyed that house. Oh, that sucks. And it opens up to a baseball field. Interesting. It's considered forest. Very interesting. No, it's just like a small park. Limestone, still good to grab, so we'll grab it. I've got Flamingo House. Okay. Alright, let's it's already 2:20 in game. Do we start heading back? We've gotten how much clay? 3. We got nothing as far as clay goes. I'm telling you, I feel like the so-called adjustments with clay aren't great. There are a lot of zombies that direction. Okay. Hang on. I'm just gonna walk up to these dudes. Hi. That was amazing. I put everybody down onto their feet. Go off of their feet. That's wild. That just worked. Aviator glasses, prescription reading glasses. Why does everybody have like reading issues, man? I'm hot. All right. It is 77 degrees and we're wearing a hoodie, so that's fair. Let's unequip. We do have our new lumberjack shirt on, so. Yeah, go with that. Listen closely. Do you hear any growling? I don't hear any growling currently. Muffler tarp. Nothing here. Still, look at that. Keep getting the pieces of iron. Which would be good if I was doing like metalworking and whatnot, but I'm not. And even if I wanted to, I can't because that is a sunflower head. I can't dry them. Not yet. So, it's just gonna go to waste, unfortunately enough. Timer, pancake mix, yes. Secret cubes, yes. Grab those. Mushroom soup and potatoes in a can. We're gonna grab them. We don't usually play with canned food items, but I like the idea of getting set up with it because we're still getting this thing going. In fairness, I say in fairness, let's just take a look. It's day 12, well, day 13. So we've survived 12 days, 5 hours, which makes it day 13. Oh. Alright. Let's take a look upstairs real quick. I haven't heard any growling, which is why I didn't run. Like all my indicators that says there's a zombie in the house. Tell me this house is empty at the moment. Wait, what? Cloth gun case. Interesting. I didn't realize that was a thing in game. A lot of people up here have like the hunting rifle set up. In the kids' room, yes. Oh, there are various different states that allow your children, as long as you're 16 or older, to have a rifle that is semi-automatic. So that is not weird, especially for Kentucky. I just want to put that out there real quick. Okay, how many different shirts can I wear? I thought this polo t-shirt would replace my other t-shirt. Oh, it did. I just don't have that other t-shirt anymore. Okay. That makes sense. Or did I take it off before? I probably took it off before. We're good? We're good. At this point, doing layering challenge. Word. Good. Garter. Kind of aged. Okay. Sleeping pills, and we're done. Water purification tablet. I'm gonna take it just because I feel like there will be a point where, you know, water is such a big deal for us. And I'm saying that it's mostly because I want to live a good, easy life that I don't have to every time like purify my water pulling it out of the river. Even though we're right next to the river, right? So, man, they had a full bar too. Yo. This is wild. Cocktail umbrellas. Nothing but alcohol and a shotgun to boot. Literally one of those F around to find out spots. And a fishing hut. But I just looked over. I don't want to get trapped. Okay, hang on. Is it just 3 or no? Nope, there's another one coming. I feel like that's foreshadowing. That dude has basically the same outfit as I do. The green shirt, it looked like he had a pink polo on, just like we do as well. Yeah, my arms are tired. Yep, he does. See? Same, basically the same setup. I gotta take this off. Hang on. Hang on. You get to have, you know, you can get rid of the short sleeve shirt. There's no reason to wear it. And the tank top. So, again, that's just insulation. It doesn't give me defense for anything. So, bring down some of that heat. All right. And fishing hut locked. Sweet, go in. See, you don't have to be outdoors. You can just fish right here with a tarp. I got nothing else in here. If I was a fishing player, this would be great, but I am not a fishing player. I say that actually they changed fishing to where you have to like go find these spots, right? So I don't even think a fishing player gets the best benefit out of that anymore. I'm gonna drop these keys that I don't need because it is weight in game. And it's already 4 o'clock, so let's get home, I guess. My bag is full. I've got bullets, which are just going to end up being turned into gunpowder, so that way I can use those for the future. Glasses look terrible. The aviators and the reading ones. Oh no! Ooh, look at that group. That's a good group. Yes, I'm out of breath because we're weighed down. Man. Can I walk to trick and start speeding up down a little bit? They broke that down. Ah, I didn't mean for it to go down like that. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe that actually is a good thing. Let's find out. Digital watch. Can I grab it? Ooh. Yeah. I am getting no luck. Oh no! Do you see my stamina? Alright. You're not standing on her. Actually, you gotta get. I'm being so lucky. Oh, pain. I'm doing like 1 damage a swing at this point, it feels like. Oh, go. Alright, alright. Jesus. Oh. I didn't make that much noise. I didn't. It's because I disrespected Louisville, isn't it? That's what happened here. There's another one down there. Do you see him? Oh. The excessive no way. I don't know if you guys see, it's migration. Like zombies are just moving around. Okay. I gotta do something about the weight. I get it. Oh. Thank God. Oh, thank you. Okay. What are my choices? What are my choices? Get rid of the tablets. Get rid of those. That brings down the weight. And we'll set on the ground. We have to rest. There's no way I can move forward without resting. I need to really decide what makes sense to keep and what I should get rid of. Okay, so dropping the canned goods will go a long way. I don't have, you know what? Don't die hungry. I don't have a way to get back. Like if I had ginseng or something like that, it would just suck those down, but I can't do anything about that at the moment. I've got a lot of stone with me. And the shotgun. I don't need the shotgun. So we get rid of the shotgun for now. See if I can get lucky and get some of this exertion back. Am I unlucky? God. Don't be C. Don't be C. You see the pain or the exertion that has to go down. So one of the two. I'm trying to keep an eye on all the zombies that could come for us. I think I got lucky. Ooh, man. We're going to talk about a test of your will. Yes. Yes, we effectively just sat down in front of a bunch of zombies to try to get our, catch our breath. Oh, and I'm hoping these are iron steel rods. Look at that. I can't even. Okay, look. Wait. Let me deal with this guy. Who makes steel rods for a fence? You know how expensive that would be? I feel like I'm being trolled. They didn't want engineers to just make bombs all the time or something. Alright, let's do research. I got nothing from it, did I? Can I show crafting usage? Let's pause it. Nothing. It's just a bunch of steel weapons. Do you see that? Do you see it? Ah. That's not great at all. I don't like that. I feel like they really messed up the thing that makes, because if this is steel, even if I were to like come over here and disassemble these, that would all be steel, so it'd be worthless to me as an engineer. Ooh, wait, what kind of glasses are those? Prescription glasses. I got a backup pair. Sweet. Iron pipe. Yeah, so those are all steel rods. Like if you are on these fences, man, you get steel rods, not iron, which effectively means the engineer is hamstringed now. God, if I would have known that prior, I wouldn't have run the engineer. Like getting your hands on iron rods, because that was the thing, right? One of my characters was a engineer. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. It's been a minute, sorry. Actually, I think it was Dominic Steele, first run, because I fell off of the fire escape. We used welding to disassemble these to get iron pipes and some fences, and then that turned into, oh, maybe I see what it is. The chain link fences, maybe those are iron, but the rich looking ones are steel. So maybe there is still some fuck in the world. Because I am thinking about it, it was never these type of fences. It was the chain link looking ones that we had disassembled. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Well, I say it's fair. We don't know if it's fair just yet. But for now, we need to get our big butts back home before anything else goes wrong. God. That's the big problem with Project Zomboid. You can get comfortable and get yourself killed. And that almost happened. I ain't gonna lie. We could have died. Reasonably, the game gave us a break. Okay, well, I will comfortably say that I've well explored the houses heading north on the map here, right? So if we're gonna keep exploring the houses, we go south, or well, maybe we drop. No, Oh, like that. Happened to me in my last run. I ran into a horde like an idiot that was waiting outside of the building I looted. Yeah. Yeah. And like my big problem here is if I jump in the car, I'm like, yeah, I would go over here to loot this area. By doing that, by virtue alone, I'm gonna attract zombies to me. So it's a time game at that point, right? You know, how much time do you have before you got to deal with a horde? And if you don't do that, you walk around, then it's, you know, how many resources can you manage before you run out or you need to sleep out or something like that. Like, everything's a challenge in Project Zomboid. Everything's a challenge. But we're back. We're alive. I saw a small horde, you know, gathering out front. I say horde. It is a group of zombies, but still, we should address them before they are a true problem. Let's put my rocks away real quick. Materials. I will stick the clay. You know what? I have other clay, so I'm not going to do that here. Limestone and things will go here. Do you have a propane torch? Yes, but I do not have a welder's mask yet, so I couldn't do any of that just yet. Alright. So my other clay is right here. I currently have a collection of 7. Yeah, as far as welding goes, then I need to get something. Words. What am I saying? I need the welder's mask, and that'll enable us to do the propane stuff, but we're not there yet, unfortunately enough. Put our mask over here. Magazine over here. Cheesecloth will go with the press, so let's go put that away. Actually, let's put the perishables away real quick. Zucchini, taco shell. I don't think I've ever made a taco in game, so that's funny. Any other food items? The canned good items can go not there. And they'll go here. There you go. That makes sense. And you will get the fruit jam with the pancake mix. Pickles. Good, good, good. Did we do okay? Yes. Bullets and things. I don't know where my gunpowder is at the moment. Where is my gunpowder? If it's not in here, it's outside. It's wherever the black bag is. It's out here. It's outside. Okay. Oh my goodness. So, duffel. There it is. Box of ammunition will go into the duffel with the rest of my tools. I actually don't have my gunpowder in there either. Where is my gunpowder? Is it still in the trunk? Nah. Yeah, I'll remember eventually. I'm not worried about it too much right now. I can't do anything with it anyway because I have no iron bars. Iron pipes. I'm sorry. Hey God, let me see something real quick. If I pull up the pipe bombs, make pipe bomb, right? I can, you have to use an iron pipe. There is no alternative. You have to use electronic scraps and you have to use gunpowder. This is probably the most limiting of the recipes that I've seen, and iron pipes are so hard to come by at the moment, or at least I'm having trouble coming by. Interested to hear, you know, from others if they deal with this. Anyway, napping. Why do I want napping anymore? It's because of the large stone axes. I mean, the idea of making the Flintstone axe, if that ever becomes a need, which is probably not going to happen, is there. And then, of course, I can work on my masonry skill, which I don't need to do. Okay, so focus. We needed to be able to make pottery wheel. Pottery wheel. Okay. So where are we going with it? That's the first question, right? On the ground here, we can equip. It says both hands. Are they that heavy? 15 and a 20, yes. My press is on that side. This is where I need to put the cheesecloth, by the way. That way when I get to making oil, it will be ready to go. Where's my cheesecloth? There it is. I am going to grab the brick mold, which will go over here as well with the press. So molds can go in there. And yeah, I mean, from a safety perspective, it makes more sense to have these things inside the house, not out. I said house, inside the structure. So we'll drop it here. That's fine. And again, pottery stations do take up a fair amount of space in real life. So why not? Grab that. Can I grab the rest here? 4 of those. And 4 planks. So pottery station almost ready to get. Pottery station. Pottery. There it is. So hand press is already built. Pottery station could go. You know what? I feel like putting it over here would still allow us to make or have the space available for other cars, right? So that works. Pottery station ready. Okay. I miss playing with my friend. He took care of all the organizing and hated me for dumping everything in one place. Yeah, well, yeah. The question here is, does your friend miss playing with you? Not a shot. I'm just putting that out there real quick. But oh, electrical went up. Yay. There you go. Sharpen my stuff. And I've been doing work, man. Okay. Skills wise. Electrical level 2. Now, in truth, the funny part about electronics now is I don't think I need it. Right? Like, what do I make it? I mean, okay, hang on. Aerosol bomb. So I can't make the aerosol bomb without sparklers. Like, it just doesn't. And I've yet to find those. I'm annoyed. Super annoyed. There are so many things that I just can't do at the moment. And is there, you know what? Can you make sparklers? Nope. Nope. There. Box sparklers. There's no way of dealing with that. You just have to find that. Okay. All right. Hey, there's no sense of complaining about it, right? It is what it is. Okay, so what I need to figure out is where I can find a warehouse. I think that's the next gig, right? So at this point, we have access to all of our needs. We are very comfortable. We can use more food as far as supplies go, but realistically speaking, I'm not hurting, if that makes any sense. Like, even if it was, oh my god, I gotta figure out how I can forage properly for a day and things like that. I haven't been doing that as much as I've been exploring. So I think the way to deal with this at this point is we gotta lean into our needs, man. If we can find something, just one, but there is a black spot there. I was one house off. This is the fishing spot. Okay, so this means warehouse. So that can be a warehouse spot. That's good to know. So I just got to keep going down Bourbon Way. Just trust your instincts on Project Zomboid and everything will work out just fine. So we go back. And so this is the bar. Yep. Which is it's actually coded as a restaurant, which makes sense. So that way the alcohol could spawn there. So if I would have gone over one more, I would have found an industrial level spot.
Otherwise, I can drive down to Route 31 here and start hitting these warehouses in the back, but I'm afraid of that because, again, it's easy to reckon. There are a ton of zombies on, you know, Route 31 here. So, I don't know, man. Gotta call it. You gotta think about it. It's coming here. This is not the room with the private bathroom. I'm sorry. Unfortunately enough, you can't have your character like jump in and take a bath. So imagine that is happening. Yay. Major pain, getting nice and clean after a long day and a few scares, right? We almost bit it a few times there. We are gonna go ahead and shave that face. We all know PRMR does not like a beard on a face, so clean shaven. Here we go. And that was the map instead of the X. My bad. Good to go. Sleep up. Yay for sleeping. Alright, Minzy states, I think there's a bath mod. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know if I really need that in my game. Oh, they're wrong. Again, realism, I like the idea of that, but yeah, no, let me back up. Let me back up. I would, because I never thought about the sit on the bed mod, for example, the real actions and whatnot that occur. But now that they're in game by default, I love it, and I don't see myself going back. So I wonder if I got to a point where my character's like, yeah, here's a bath or a shower, and they did the whole process of getting dressed down, jumping in, dressing back up. I could see myself acknowledging that I would want to keep that in game. Not in some weird, awkward way, just in the sense that, hey, it is a function of living the life. I think I draw the line there, though. Like, I don't need a bathroom mod, if that makes any sense. You don't need to pee. Right. But you get what I'm saying. At least now, major pain is sleeping through the night. Yes, very true, very true. And cooking a good meal keeps his happiness up. It is a thing. I saw PRMR's video in Discord that effectively was like, yes, if you loot zombies, your character actually gets sad. Which, I've been looting zombies, and you haven't seen sadness mood will pop up because eating good food, notice it keeps that unhappiness away. So, cheers. Alright, let's drop that stuff there real quick. Keep the rag on me just in case. I do have a few bandages and an extra mug with an extra pair of glasses. So all of our extras are doing what they're supposed to. Let's get... You know what? I'm going to fill this mug. Check. Yep, fill mug. Can I make anything? Yes, I can. I cannot. All these are considered seasonings, so that'll break the mug from doing anything, which is unfortunate. Okay. Scratches, not scars. We haven't got any lacerations, which lacerations is what would give you a scar, right? Standard scratch, we're okay. 'Tis but a scratch. I didn't know the difference. Laceration is just deeper. It's the easiest way to say it, right? And I just realized I have legitimately gone through my food supply. I don't have anything else here that is fresh. Huh. Okay. We are gonna make this work. Let's eat a fourth of this bowl. Then put this VHS tape in here. Let's go the back way. So actually let's by saying those words and go the back way. Let's go out the back door. See that we haven't had any random spawns again that are occurring. And I don't see anything, so that feels good. Food wise, I don't know what to search for, so I will just keep it open, see what the game gives us. Remember, our character does have the hardy eater trait, which is one of my favorite traits to have in the game as a negative trait. So we do get a bonus to finding forageables that are edible using the hardy appetite. There it is. Trait. All right, like I said, I'm gonna walk through the back way. One, it does avoid zombies. Two, it gives me access to vegetation rather than road. So that should be a good thing. Gonna be speeding through. I don't want to pick up or interact with things that isn't food. So cabbage, grab it. No. I swear to God, one of these days I'll legitimately do a run that is just me collecting and eating insects. Like, that's it. Though, the only food will be insects. I said I would do back way, and I see a bunch of random zombies over there. We're not going that way. Insects mean bait, and bait means food. I hear you as a fishing run. I get what you're saying. I am saying not to use the insects as a mean to get fish, but to just eat the insects. I know it gives you unhappiness and so on and so forth, but I just would like to see if you could manage a character's life with just insects as far as your food is concerned. Be weird, I know that, but I'm interested. No. Obviously, I could be grabbing the insects and then like cooking them to power level my cooking skill, but I'm not going to do any of those type of cheats. So my intent is to, of course, as always, play Project Zomboid the way I believe you're supposed to play it. Not to mention, when it comes to the cooking skill, what you actually get out of like having a high cooking level is just using less of the ingredient when you cook with it. So you need to do less of what I'm doing right now, which is a foraging run or managing crops and so on and so forth. But until my foraging skill is maxed out, I don't think I would do that. My foraging skill, well, anybody who's living off foraging, which I do think you should do, versus farming, get it maxed before you start doing things that will reduce how often you're going to forage. And what is that? I'm halfway to 7 already, so life is good. That is a great find, but I can't use them right now, so I don't want to take up space. Do wonder about health. Well, so there is an what is it called? Veganism is one thing. There's Indo somethingism, which is just eating bugs, right? It is a thing. And they say, you know, insects are going to be the new protein for meat eaters moving forward, because the way that we do meat is unsustainable, which sure. Yeah, I don't know. There's a zombie. Where? Ooh. I'm glad you're still afraid. Here's somebody screaming. That is a nice little spot. I love that. Started a bit with egg prices, yeah. What's up, guys? What's going on? Can I just jump this fence? And then you jump the fence, and then I stomp on your face? Game. Farming takes so long. I swear I'll never use it. Yeah, I definitely have decided not to do farming in game ever again. You know, my last long-term run just really took it out of me with farming. I just don't like, you know, how they set it up. And again, if you enjoy the farming loop, you know, more power to you. Please do. I think it is a better, more realistic farming setup. But because of the length of time, it does make it difficult to really dive into it. In my opinion. There are a good amount of zombies over here. Alright, how are we doing? Where is my food? Just walk and eat our salad. I forgot I hadn't actually did anything with this house, so yeah. There's Chard doing foraging and trying, excuse me, is that prescription glasses? Yes, I've got a third pair. Anyway, trying to make the best of what you can find and survive and cook. Yes, don't get me wrong, for Project Zomboid, the foraging system actually doesn't make sense. But I can see it being difficult to make it make sense. So you got the best of what they can do, right? That said, I still prefer this method for your fruit veggie collection than to farming in this game, because they really made farming realistic, but fun, yeah. Again, to each their own. But if I'm really going to do farming simulator, I'm probably going to play Stardew Valley. And I'm not saying that, you know, in a negative way. I play Stardew Valley, but I don't think I want Stardew Valley in Zomboid. That said, the fact that you can play Stardew Valley in Zomboid without NPCs is interesting. So if you go into, what is it, build mode, there's is it creative mode or build mode in Project Zomboid that you can get into and just like set up a farm and live your beautiful farm life, other than some of the basics of issues of not having a shop to get seeds. But you know, you can turn off the zombie respawning and go to the store, the gardening store, pick up your stuff, blah. There, you could do it. If you only got one game to play, Project Zomboid is very customizable. And I get that. I don't know if you guys noticed, I have avoided pulling out my axe in this small adventure that we're on. I see this is a not what I thought it was going to be. Let's be honest about it. Oh! What was happening? Come on. Come on. Alright. It's time to pull out the axe. I'd rather hold it and not swing it. Ooh, you got some purple underwear on, bro? Good. What was that? Why does it say slightly damaged? After stepping, are my shoes breaking? Oh, did you notice? My favorite weapon has turned into the firefighter axe. So I have officially switched it over. Another pair of prescription glasses. Grab the digital watch. We good? We're good. Anyway, I wanted to check my shoes. Boots are, my condition's really low on it. Interesting. Do you have a mod that adds apple trees, grapevines? Oh no, I don't want to pause now. Apple trees, grapevines, and such. They plant, forget them, never survive long enough for them to grow. So apples are in game. You can find them from. Oh my god. Oh, okay, but you can't plant apple trees in game, so I can see needing the mod for it. Same thing with grapes. Alright, we need new shoes, y'all. We're just going regular sneakers, get rid of the work boots. Thank you for your service, work boots, but the last thing I want them to do is crop out on me when I need them the most. There's nothing on either of those. This did not work out well. Wait, I have an idea. Can't you guys fall over this? This is the fence, right? Come on. Come on. No. Oh. You try to get smart. You good? Oh, man. Go for it. All right. Let's hope long stick can be used. So I will take it. It has a legitimate good use for us back at the house. I want them to break down that fence, so I don't want to go onto the other side, actually. No. Ooh. Move fast with that spade in their chest. Good. All right. You did not get your hair ready. There you go. There you go. Good job. Come on. I think we take a small breather and we head back home. So I got a good amount of food. Some of the cilantro already turning, but I think the reality here is, I say a good amount. It's not as much as you might think, but it's something. And we can still forage on the way back. So yeah, we head back. I got an idea. So my first thought, I'm good on, now I have like 3 pairs of glasses to work with, so I don't want to get more. Alright, oh, my first thought that I'm having is on drying racks, right? By the way, they changed drying racks. I hate it, but drying racks, small plant drying racks. You need 4 long sticks. I don't have 4. I probably can make the wooden rods already, but I probably only got 2 or 3 long sticks. I don't have 4. I dropped that. So maybe we search specifically for firewood while we walk and see if we can find the, what do they call it? Not twigs. Saplings. Saplings. Of course, you can cut down larger trees to get them too, but you know, we'll see how I feel about that. Sage, rabbit. Yeah. Why do people play with zombie respawning turned on? Like, as Menzie pointed out, just the fact that you can go somewhere, loot somewhere, wait a day or two, have more zombies pop out of nowhere, and then, you know, they're just all over you. Like, I've walked down the street, and there'll never be a time where I'm not, you know, consistently killing on this street. I mean, I guess, you know, there's an element of, since the town that you live in will never be truly safe, you're always killing zombies, but still. Of course, even in an apocalypse setting, there are areas where I can go to where I wouldn't have to deal with that. Oh no, they've changed the heat map actually on how zombies spawn. So there is a legitimate possibility that all of the standard base locations where somebody could live for years and never see a zombie are no longer there. By the way, I'm searching for firewood and I just found clay. It's annoying. And yes, I know it's a percentage value opportunity. I just... Hi. Good? Yeah. What are you? Alright, so are we ready for the week to begin? Remember, our start of the work week is coming around the corner. A few hours for us in the US. Oh, mind you, just call this out real quick. I will definitely have a pause period because us US folk next weekend, so not tomorrow as in Monday, but the following Monday is Labor Day. And that is a day off. So I know that's a Monday, but on weekends, especially a 3-day weekend, doing family stuff might occur. I don't know if that's going to be set in stone yet, but we may not be streaming next Sunday. That's what I'm trying to get at. So we will see. I'll notify everybody else in Discord. For the YouTube crew, that message doesn't apply to you, but that also means that there will be a lapse in video uploads, most likely. It's Monday, 12:14 here. Living future life. Cheers, Menzie. I hear you, man. Good. All right. Well, we're almost there. I know he's sweating, man. We worked real hard to make it where we are. Oh no, I forgot that group was right there. All right, let's get our food into the refrigerator and then we will do a quick check. I'm not planning on planting anything this run, so seeds and things like that will be dumped on the bodies so they despawn or destroyed. That's just going to be a commonality. There are some seeds that you can add to recipes to add, you know, like happiness. I don't think they have like a true caloric value, but you can still do it, so it's a thing. We do have some clay though. I'm gonna point that out. So I think I officially have 10. One of the big problems, nope, that's 14. So first issue of clay, pottery. Kiln. Second one's amphoras, which I don't really need right now. That's going to be a thing in the future, so maybe I just make the kiln. But I don't have 20 of them, because if I'm going to make bricks, I need to essentially be able to fire the bricks so that way they're set. What's the point in living without garlic? Do you have a legit thing for garlic, man? Like, are you telling me something? I'm curious. Okay, fresh. We'll keep the cilantro too, actually. So, cabbage. Everything. Why? Game. All set there. And we fill our standard water bottle. Thank you. All right, so just like last time, I think this is a good place to stop at. Let's just do a quick inventory. Major pain, 87 kilos. We're coming up on starting to reset that weight, and it's going to be a whole thing for sure. Fire axe is a big portion of where we're at. It survived 13 days. We're on day 14. Next time you pop in, you're going to see us at day 15. Hey. Let's do the skill check. Just note where we're at. Axe level 2 is coming up pretty quickly. We will be working on pottery as we move forward, and masonry, because that's going to be a big deal for me. I'm a big fan in game. And our forging skill is loading. Cool. Why did I forget? I forgot. I have a book to read, y'all. My forging skill is going to shoot up. So that's going to be another thing. We're going to read the pottery book and the forging book. So I'll probably knock those out for next time. That said, as you can see, we're surviving and attempting to thrive. Wait, 87 kilos. I don't really know what... Well, let me back up. Again, I don't know what this base will look like by the time we're done with this save, but it's gonna be interesting. I feel it in my bones. I'm very excited about it. That said, I don't really think there's much else to do other than the organization and read a book, so I do think this is a good time to stop, not to mention it'll give me a chance to get ready for my work week. As usual, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Enjoy your night. Get some sleep. Do the like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like those things. And if you don't, I understand. But I appreciate you hanging out. And I appreciate my Twitch crew as usual. With that, I'm going to say goodnight.